Our first topic is safety. Today, I am going to walk you guys through how Autodesk Build is going to handle any checklist, safety checklist, or inspection form that occurs throughout the project lifecycle. So first, I'm going to go ahead and go into our forms module and utilizing form to create different safety checklists, as well as being able to look at what was submitted and link some of these safety checklists into our safety issues, and then aggregating it into our insight as the project progresses. So the first thing I'm going to do here is go into my project template and create two different forms that pertains to safety that Winter Park Construction has kindly sent us. The first is going to be my safety checklist via PDF form. So what I did here is I hit create and created a template, and then I uploaded an existing PDF form. So that this form was completely provided by you guys, and all I did was just upload, click, drag and drag the PDF form over into this particular window and create that form. So I'm just going to go ahead and grab that from my computer here. As you can see here, it extracted your PDF file, and now you do have a template here where user can come in and start filling out some of these items here on this particular sheet. I also go ahead and check the notes. So I actually do give the superintendent or a project member the ability to go ahead and include any notes that they need to at the bottom of every form here. And then I'll just hit next here, and then your form is completed. I'm not going to go ahead and hit next because I had already uploaded this form once before, and it's actually living right here for your use. So to fill out that template, stepping into the shoes of our field manager or maybe our superintendent, to fill out that JAJ form, I'm going to go ahead and hit create form. Grab that job hazard analysis checklist here. And I'm taken into this form with all the different fillable section here that I can go ahead and type in here, giving it a date, and then go ahead and complete, some of those form here. And then if there's any notes, I can go ahead and type in my notes and comments here as well. And then I also have the ability to go ahead and reference in anything that I need to for this particular form. So let's say if something were to happen where this form is not satisfactory and we do need to go ahead and raise a safety issue so that it could be taken care of and we could track, I can go ahead and hit add reference here and click issue. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and hit create this issue here. I give it a title, so safety, and then JHA issue. And then go ahead and type in the description, right? I'm just going to hit test and put, please take care of issue. And I can go ahead and assign it to a project member here. So maybe the framing guy is having some problems here, and then give it a due date. I want it done by tomorrow, since most safety stuff are very, very urgent. And I'm going to go ahead and set the start date as of today, and then add in that root cause as well. So I'm going to go ahead and search for the safety root cause, and I'm going to go ahead and put lack of protective safety equipment, for example, and hit create. So what happens there is that this issue now will forever be referenced into this form once I hit submit. All right, so now that form is submitted, I'm actually going to step out of that superintendent role here and step into a project manager. So as a project manager, I can go into forms here and I can actually see all the different forms that were submitted to me. I have the ability to filter it down by type, by template, by location, or even by notes, as well as date. So maybe if I need to compile a monthly safety checklist, I can start, from the first all the way through the 31st here and using that filter. I don't want draft, I just want submitted forms here. And it filters that out for me. And then I can go ahead and export some of these items out here. And then when I hit export, I also have the ability to choose between a PDF report with all the included assets, pictures, forms, issues onto this, or I can go ahead and export it by that Excel spreadsheet. The other way that we're going to manage your safety checklist is being able to create a form that using our template builder. I actually have already created a fall protection checklist based upon what was sent over for our use via email. There is our I type in a couple question here pertaining to our harness question. So the first section here is the job site information. And so the user has to type in that project name, who it was inspected by, and the date. And then I'm going to go ahead and filter through, go through some of these questions. So is the harness clean? I'm going to click yes. Are all parts present? Let's pretend that the parts are not present. Maybe it's broken. I had built into this template that if a user ever click anything other than yes, an issue is required to be created prior to submitting this particular form. So what that means is that the person cannot submit this form for review until they create this issue. So I'm going to go ahead and create that issue so that I can go ahead and submit that form. I had already created that fall protection harness issue here. So I'm just going to go ahead and reference that issue and hit add. And then I'm going to go ahead and go through the rest of these questionnaire here. And then notice at the bottom, I added a signature form. So I'm just going to hit add signature and hit save. And then if I have any notes, I can go ahead and do that. If I do have any pictures I want to reference in or any assets that this form is pertaining to, I can go ahead and do that as well. Or if this form needs to be linked to another form, I also have that ability to go ahead and link that form into another form and hit submit. All right. So, as a project manager, I can come in here and see what was submit, anything that was referenced in, and go on with my my day here. So within issues, because we are creating safety issue right from our safety form, we're able to see and filter down the different issue type, right? So I'm filling it down to that safety type, and then I'm able to see all the issues that came out of our safety checklist.